Hello and welcome to www.firststepsinforex.com. Today is the 13th of February 2011 and we're looking at the pound dollar daily chart. Now this is a chart from Friday last week at the close, and normally I would erase everything and start again, but I wanted to remember the key levels that we plugged in for last week and just explore what happened. Now, at the end of 2 weeks ago, roughly, we'd come to the end of a very long upward move for the pound dollar, and it got almost the same level as the previous high over here, which was the resistance, and then we bounced back down again. And it was a very volatile week. I mean, look, it dropped the day after that, it dropped down to here, bounced back up to here, down to here. Big movements around the pound dollar due to the news, the economic news out of the UK and the US during the week. And then on Friday we had this big drop down between this support and resistance level and this support and resistance level, okay, and it broke through a trend line, this trend line here, okay. This downward move, you can see here that this support and resistance level, if I bring it up, it's around a 1.6100, hence the pivot zone. It's a round numberish, and it's also an area. So you see how it bounced around there, and then it broke through down to this next level, and this one's of course the whopper. It's the 1.6000 level. And this is absolutely key. Look, you can see it being bounced off here, you can see it being bounced off here. Absolutely psychologically key. And we close almost smack on it. Okay? So what will happen next week? Well, this is really difficult to judge because this pivot area could act as a massive support and we could bounce straight back up again. Or we could collapse. So we have to be careful which way it's going to go. We're also close to this sort of trend line, so my instinct tells me that we're going to go up, but in this game we try to predict, but we can never really tell until we see what happens tomorrow. So I'm going to wait until at least the Europe and the UK opens to see which way it might go. Okay, my instinct is upwards because you've got the trend line and you're currently closed around the support and resistance, a major support and resistance, which should, force it back upwards. But if we do break through, if we go below these points, then we're going to carry on down probably to the next round number, which is the 1.5900. Okay, we seem to be moving in chunks of 100 pips, so it's fairly systematic. Okay, so we'll have to see. We will have to see. Okay, we look at the weekly chart. We still have, you can argue, a long-term upward move here. It's been a bit noisy around this area. So also, we had this double top, so this could be just a mild reaction and we're going to carry on down, back down up here. But if we do break through here, the 1.6300 area, then obviously, we're probably looking at up to here before the next one. So let's just draw that in. This is the next support and resistance area on a weekly chart. Okay, for the 1.600 you can see that it's bounced off here, 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 etc. So it's 1.6, and we could also argue that there's some movement around here as well, but that's the clearest one that we can see. So back to the daily, we're not 100% sure. My instinct says we'll go up for another move because we've closed on this area, and this sort of big round number is a major issue. Okay, it's also, although there is no Fibonacci retracement really matching at this point, so we've got a conjunction of a support and resistance and a very large round number, a very important round number, okay, and this trend line. Alright, but we have no Fibonacci. Here we had the Fibonacci at 78.6, okay, and as you can see how that's been affected. So the best thing to do is wait to see what happens in the morning when the UK and Europe opens up. And then which way would you go? Well, depending on how risky you want to play it. If you're sitting in front of the computer all day, then you might be able to go down to, say, the 4-hour chart. Okay, because here you had a double bottom and in front of a computer all day, you might be able to judge. Or actually, on the 4-hour chart, look at this. This is a reversal signal, a clear reversal signal, like a shooting star type scenario, which looks like it might reverse down. So we don't really know. I mean, it's just conflicting information at the moment about what's going to happen. So let's wait. If we break below that low of the previous 4-hour bar, then we can go for it, which is this one. Okay, and then we can probably go short. If we climb back up and go above that high, then we can probably go long. But let's just wait and see what happens. Okay, so that's my take for the 13th. Well, it's Sunday the 13th now. Tomorrow is Monday the 14th. If you want to see, if you want to understand more about the tools and techniques I use, then please go to the website www.firststepsinforex.com, and there you can download my free manual and 6 free videos. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope to update in a couple of days. Thank you very much. Cheers. Bye bye.